Hello, my name is Aaliyah Ramirez, and I will be reciting the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King Jr., delivered in 1963. I am not unmindful that some of you have come out here of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from the narrow jail cells, and some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been the veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to North to South Carolina, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair, I say to you today, my friends. And so, even though we face difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day, on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the son of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering in the heat of injustice, sweltering in the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, the vicious racist with its governor having his lips dripping with the word interposition and nullification, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley will be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low, and the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. The glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This speech, I Have a Dream, is very popular. I have learned it ever since I moved to America. And I chose this speech because this month is Black History Month. And unfortunately, we still have a lot to work on. For the past few years, there have been a lot of color discrimination. We have been judging minorities, and it's just completely unfair. We are taking baby steps, but we're not taking enough steps. We hear in the news that there is constant color discrimination of all kinds. Example, for Asians, for Muslims. And we are not 100% accepting of each other. The American dream has not been the American dream. And the whole point of Martin Luther King Jr. for telling this speech is the fact that someone has to make a change. Someone has to stand up. And unfortunately, people are just not listening at this point. There are a lot of people who are constantly trying to stand up for their rights, but they are not heard by the government. They are not heard by the higher ups and the people. For example, I moved here when I was 8 years old. I didn't really know what to do because I did not know how to speak English. I was very discriminated and I felt outcasted. A lot of people will make fun of me for my culture, and it still happens to this day. Sometimes I wish that I could simply go back to my country and live the life that I thought I was going to live in when I was a kid. And I don't want children who come here to feel that way, or children of different colors to feel that way. Yes, we're not in a segregated society anymore. However, what we hear in the news clearly does not seem like we are taking a step forward. I feel as though everyone needs to really vocalize what they think is right, just like Martin Luther King did. He he got assassinated for speaking up for what he believes in, and that speech, it came a long way. And it just goes to show that we all need to be transparent with what we believe, and we all need to stick up to what we believe, just like Martin Luther. Thank you.